right, man, let's talk about Sherrone Moore. Apparently with Sherrone Moore, I've been trying to get around to this video for a hot second. I ain't been able to get around to it, but apparently Sherrone Moore is coaching. He doesn't have a head coach's contract. So what that pretty much means is he's still under his assistant coaching contract, but it's they enhanced the pay. You know, they enhanced the pay on his contract. So for the most part, you know, it's been a lot of people mad at Ward Manuel, all right, and how he's handled things with Juwan and Harbaugh, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, this is the funny thing. I mean, this is a guy you picked to be your head coach, and you didn't give him a contract, and one of the reasons he didn't get a contract is because the investigation of the cheating scandal Michigan is under. You know, Harbaugh, he broke bad to the NFL, and some people believe he left the NFL. He left for the NFL because of the consequences, repercussions Michigan was going to have to face over cheating. And two, some people thought he broke bad too, is because, you know, they formed a colossal super team, a super conference where you was going to play, you know, Texas this year, but every year USC, Oregon, and all that. So he broke bad for that reason as well too. So, but I find it funny. I mean, you know, if you figured that he cheated, you know, is this the guy that you want to be the face of your program? And you got to understand, maybe he won't even ever get an opportunity, even if he is exonerated in a cheating scandal. He may not even get an opportunity to really be the true head coach. It's kind of like he like an assistant head coach that's just, you know, temporary interim head coach. You know, and how it went bad versus Texas the way it did, you know, really they left them high and dry. Michigan lost 19 starters, I believe they said. It's only 21 starters on two sides of the football. So they returned 2 starters, a whole new defensive line, offensive line. And his biggest mistake was not getting a quarterback. Now, I didn't know that kid from that player of Miami, Cam Ward, came to visit Michigan, and it didn't work. So yeah, I didn't know he came to visit, and you know, and I was talking to somebody at the gym. He was telling me they probably got a better offer, financial NIL offer to Miami. So to go to Miami, you know, Miami ain't nothing but a bunch of money. You know, you see the whole thing with Tyreek Hill and him speeding. They like, well, they knew it was Tyreek. He was in a Ferrari. Well, if you go to Miami, everybody driving in a Ferrari and stuff of that nature. You know, yeah. So, but yeah, I find it funny, man. And you know, I know when he first got hired, we was in the barbershop. Shout out to the brothers in the barbershop on 7 Mile Evergreen. They watch, and I was saying they should have got somebody else. My pick was bad too, Dabo Sweeney. I thought they should really get Dabo, but you gotta understand, Dabo don't want to do the transfer thing. He old school. But yeah, it wasn't that, you know, y'all know I'm for the brothers and the sisters and all that. Y'all know, if y'all check my Goodfella TV video channel out, y'all know I'm for the, you know, I'm for what's right first and foremost. Y'all know I'm gonna call a spade a spade. No matter if I'm in the wrong, you know, check my Patreon out. It's on the link is in my my other channel's description. Goodfella TV. Just hit the link tree or it's in the description. I talk about my wins and my losses. You know. So y'all know here, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah, I feel like maybe they got a contract that's intact, that's in place that they agreed upon. And once he get exonerated, you know, then, you know, or whatever play out, they agree about it, or they clean house. So, and Ward Manuel, possibly under this scandal, could lose his job as well too. I've been a supporter of Ward Manuel, very in a minority, but I'm kind of starting to see why people have an issue with Ward Manuel. You know, I see why people have an issue with him. So, yeah, I see why people starting to have an issue with him. But yeah, I kind of find it funny that he ain't got a contract in place. They just enhanced his contract, and you know, you got a contract, you got a sense of security, and I don't feel like he got that sense of security right now. Like, he coaching on eggshells, and right now, like, they left him a program. They stripped him of the coaches. A lot of coaches went with hardball. They stripped him of talent, and that's gonna happen. And you know, for the most part, you know, it's gonna be a tough sell. You know, he started to pick up the recruiting for a couple years down the line. They took Jaden Davis. They kept him from North Carolina. And also, what's a tough sell is the offense that they run. It's you know, you're not, as a quarterback, you're not going to be the star of the offense. You know, it's a straight, you know, handoff, play off the run type of offense. And maybe they need to modernize it a little bit to make people want to come there, because these guys want to go pro. You know, these guys want to go pro. No, these guys want to go pro, man. So it's gonna be a tough sell. He got some adjustments he got to make. Now, offensively, I know they like to run the ball, but if he's gonna get an attractive quarterback there, they're going to start, you know, modernizing that. You can run that offense and throw the ball out of that offense. It's a pro style offense. Put a little spread in there. Put a little bit more throwing plays in there. That's what Texas was doing. But you know, you look at Ohio State pipeline to recruiting. You're not surprised on why Ohio State continued to whoop Michigan the way they did. It's not a shocker. It's not a shocker why they whooped Michigan the way they did. I don't think anybody is shocked. Anybody. Ohio State is plentiful in recruits. They get all these top recruits every year. Why don't Michigan do that? I think it might be the academic standards, possibly. So I don't understand why Michigan, you know, don't have more higher recruits. And I know Michigan and Notre Dame, especially Notre Dame, are higher in academic standards, so it make it a little bit tougher to get the guys that you want. That's why the SEC dominate, because a lot of their schools don't have the highest academic standards. You can get a crackhead in there. You can get a guy that read at the 8th grade level in there. That's no disrespect. But then again, that really ain't got nothing to do with the quarterback, because your quarterback should be smart. Right? Your quarterback should be smart. So I don't, you know, like I said before, man, Sherrone Moore, he got an uphill battle. And you know, as a black man in America, man, we play the game on y'all 2K heads. I don't play 2K no more, but y'all 2K heads, you know, we playing this shit on Hall of Fame. You know, I don't think a lot of brothers don't understand how hard life is for us. It's so normal. It's so normal, like we so normal playing it, you know, it's so normal for us to play the game on super duper hard, life on hard, man. We be thinking it's the way it's supposed to be, and it's not. You know, when people be like, "Oh, we're finally in a recession," like we've been in a recession, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I found it funny that he didn't have a contract, man. So yeah, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the College Sports Talk playlist. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to check my other channel out. You won't be disappointed. Goodfella TV. Make sure you check that Patreon out over there. Peace.